podcast about?
Okay, this is making me feel really uncomfortable. Not like it.
It's like amplified
Is my mic
drama.
Okay. Well then, let's go.
Actually, I'm thinking about changing the intro. I might do a new intro.
Why?
I have a song that I made myself, and it's on Spotify. And I used to end it with, and after like about 15 episodes, around the 13th or 15th episode, I started getting they started blocking my episode, taking my episodes off Spotify, and sending me letters saying you have violated using this song by John Jeremy.
Oh,
And-
maybe like it's me.
Yeah, I had to do a whole thing with it, but by the time they got back to me, I was already now, like, many episodes later, I re-uploaded it with this outro song, but now I don't want to get in trouble later in the future with this outro song, so I think I'm just going to make my own music, and I have ideas to, like, put in certain things. There's
That's smart.
Yeah, so when they hear it out there, they're going to hear, like, there's a movie called Soul. It's on Disney. It's an animated one, and, like, in it, they're like, before you go to Earth, there's like the spirit world, and like the woman is like having these like little children things, and she's like, they're all like making noise. She's like, quiet coyote, quiet coyote, quiet coyote.
Look here, quiet coyote. Shh, quiet coyote.
You know what quiet coyote?
I don't.
Quiet coyote is like the it's like a kindergarten thing when they go like this. in
Oh, we
kindergarten.
used to go like this. Or no. Yeah, it was two fingers like this.
Was that quiet coyote?
Yeah,
or
well,
was
it was just quiet.
was
Like
just
time to be
quiet.
quiet.
Yeah, I went
Or
to
no, we would go like this. I'm getting like throwbacks
to that whole thing.
to my elementary school.
Oh my goodness!
But that's not quiet coyote.
It's not.
No. I guess not. You're saying it's this?
I see people do
Oh,
this.
this.
Yeah, if you Google quiet coyote, it'll show you this symbol, like people do in their hands, because they'd be like, she doesn't have to say quiet coyote. I think she just does this.
That's cool.
So I learned that from like the conventions. There was a Hugs workshop. Have you heard of that? Yeah. So I went to a Hugs workshop, and in it, she would do this, and the people that have done the workshop before know that this means I put my hand up, and then I'm like this, and then the other people will know that like it's quiet time. So it was like a whole thing of like trying to come up with a name for the show. I had other names, but there was like everything was taken, and I was so upset. And this name came up, and I searched all over, and there was no podcast called the Quiet Coyote Podcast. So then I ended up doing that. But before we get into it, how you guys doing? My name is John Jeremy. I am the host of the Quiet Coyote Podcast. Ow!
Ow!
Oh, you did good. You hear that little coyote?
Sounds like he's in pain.
He is. I think what happened was like he must have like hurt his little foot. Maybe he stepped on a rock.
Oh.
Maybe he's just walking like I'm just being like, and all of a sudden,
I'm
boom!
just a quiet coyote.
If you this is the video, so when you watch this later on, you'll see the little coyote. It's a video. He's like a little coyote. He's like, ah.
Oh, it's like you put it onto the video. I see. Yeah.
No, actually, this is from the video because I was looking for coyote yells or howls, and I found this little cute video, and it was just this little coyote, and he was just like, ah. And I was
Like a real one?
Yeah, it's a real one, but it's like a
Oh.
night vision or something. It's like a really grainy video. So I play it every single time I do that voice. Every time I play that noise, I put him up there, and he's like, ah. We talked about it in one of the podcast episodes where I was saying how it doesn't howl like a wolf. A wolf goes, ow. But like a coyote is more like, ah.
It's like, how? It sounds like it's in pain.
Do you know that we talked about this again before, but like lions don't like that lion roar, the Hollywood lion roar is actually like I think a tiger or another animal. It's not a lion.
Really?
Yep. So they take that and they put it in there because the lion roar is more like a
Yeah. I was actually watching, I've been watching nature documentaries, and I was watching one about big cats. And I thought that it said that lions were the only one that could roar, or like there's only like 2 or 3 of like the big cats that can actually roar, and the other ones just like don't do anything. They like I'm thinking of like a leopard, like it doesn't roar. Like there's a specific thing in a lion's like voice box that allows it to like make this roar, and apparently it's like extremely loud. Like if you were like, it's almost like you were at a rock concert. Like that's how loud it is.
What, the lion?
The
Or-
lion's roar.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, like they measured it in like decibels or whatever, but I don't remember what the number was. But
That's amazing. Like, I wonder if, so they don't like, they're not like,
no, big roar, big roar like rock concert.
he's like, rawr.
He's like, I'm gonna blow out your eardrums.
So if there was like a band, if like if these animals in the jungle made a band together, like the lion would probably be the lead singer of the band,
Yes,
right?
I would say so.
I wonder what their like name would be. There would be like a lot of cool names you can come like. I don't know. I feel like if it's a punk band, the punk band has the. If you notice that punk bands have the in front of them before they like
Can you give me an example?
the Sex Pistols. That's funny. It's who else? The
The
they always say the Who. No, they're not. They're just a regular band. But there's a lot of. But
I know what you
noticed-
mean though. Like,
Me and AI talked about this.
well, you know, it makes me think of like the Doors or like during that time period, there were a lot of like bands that were coming out that had the in the name.
Yeah, the Beatles.
I don't know if that's accurate at all, but I'm just feels like it's
The.
true.
I wonder if it has to be the. Now that I think about it, because like the Dave Matthews Band, you don't say you could say Dave Matthews Band, but you're like the Dave Matthews, like it's the.
But you know, like Gorillaz, the band, like how it's like not the
Oh,
Gorillaz,
yeah, it's
like
Gorillaz.
it's just Gorillaz.
Gorillas. That's so true. I never thought it was the Gorillas.
Yeah.
I think it would sound weird if someone said, "Hey, do you listen to the Gorillas?"
But like, I feel like, do you listen to gorillas? Like, what do you mean? Like the animal? Like, am I going out in the jungle and listening to gorillas? Like, what do you mean?
I think that would be a good name. It'd be like the Gorillas, but like it wouldn't be just Gorillas. It would be like, the lion would be the lead singer, and then there would be,
And then there's a gorilla.
and then there's like another gorilla. The gorilla's the drummer. I feel like a monkey would be the bassist for some reason. I don't know
Yeah.
why I'm seeing like monkey bassist.
Maybe like a monkey, or like a chimp,
Ooh, a chimpanzee.
or like an orangutan.
Yeah. Oh, an orangutan. An orangutan is as strong as 10 men, grown men at 10 months old.
Wait, oh, I thought you.
Yeah.
I'm picturing 10 grown men as 10-month-old babies,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
like small men. Like,
No.
but you meant that the orangutan is as strong.
As strong as 10 grown
It's
men.
at 10 months old, the orangutan is as strong as a
Yeah.
10.
The orangutan is 10 months
Right.
old, not the men.
Not the men, yeah.
I mean, that would be normal if you saw like 10-month-old men. I don't know if they would be considered men. Well, depending, just like if you label them like, oh, this is a male, I guess you could say 10 males.
No, but like developmentally, they're men, but they're like small, like 10 months, like they're like that big.
Yeah. What do you mean developmentally? Do you mean
Like
physically
like
or mentally?
Like you, but like this small.
Oh my goodness. So would I be like?
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Are you talking about Benjamin Button? You ever seen Benjamin Button?
I haven't
heard of it?
actually seen the whole movie, but
you
I've
heard of it?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's born old. You know that? Like he's born old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like a wrinkly old baby.
Yeah, and as he grows up, so he's like a kid, but he's like has a cane and glasses.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So no, not 10 Benjamin Buttons, not 10 buttons. 10 actually full-grown men, an orangutan at 10 months would rock with their jaw. Remember this whole 100 men versus a gorilla thing? going
Yes.
on?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. Someone asked me that like a few months ago, and I was like, a gorilla would win. 100 men?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know actually. Maybe it would be 100 men
That's interesting.
because I feel like the gorillas they got their teeth. They could bite.
Yeah.
But if you're biting someone, there's 99 other men that are trying to get to this gorilla.
If all these men jumped on the gorilla, a gorilla's strong, but like there's and imagine a gorilla on adrenaline. So the gorilla's shooting up adrenaline. So the first few men would be definitely harmed or dead or maimed,
The first few, at least.
as if there's any other option. Harmed, dead, or maimed. What other option would there be? Unharmed? because they didn't get a chance.
They would just walk away.
Yeah, they'd just be like,
He's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
this is dumb.
Like, I think I'm gonna die. I think I should walk away.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Just walk out of here. Why are you bothering that gorilla? He didn't do anything. A silverback gorilla, like, no, they are dangerous, but I think
Yes.
100 men are stronger. Without a doubt, 100 men are stronger.
It's
Even
a
the
lot of
weakest
men.
men. It's a lot of men.
It's a lot of people.
Even if it's like weak men. Because I figured like I've seen movies kind of like the movie about when they go to the other country, Hostel.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a horror movie. And like Hostel 2, I want to say. I don't think it was the first Hostel, but there was like scenes with like a bunch of little kids in the street in these other countries that would like throw rocks at people or like rob them. You get robbed by like 10-year-old kids. But like it's a gang of 10-year-old kids. So it's kind of like the same type of vibe. It's like, well, could 30 10-year-old kids that all jump me, could I overpower 10 30-year-old kids? It's like, yeah, I could kick the crap out of them.
10 of them?
No, 30 of them.
Oh, 30.
30
That's a
10-year-olds.
lot.
That's a lot.
I don't know if you could. I don't know.
I'll tell you right
That's a
now.
lot of
The
people.
answer is no. For all you guys out there that bench 500 pounds, the answer is no. It really is. Yeah.
Wait, the answer is no to what?
That they wouldn't be able to handle like 30 healthy
10-year-olds?
10-year-old kids.
Yeah, I agree.
I know this because I used to work at a movie theater in Huntington. So do you know that Huntington
In the
theater?
Village?
In the Village?
Yeah,
it
I used to go there when I was a kid.
yeah, I don't know what it's called now. I think it's AMC.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be Lowe's.
Right.
Lowe's
Yeah.
Theater. So I used to work at Lowe's Theater, and on the side, all the kids would hang out. It was a weekend, and these two kids were these two girls. They were girls. They must have been either in middle school, maybe high school, maybe freshmen, but they were small, but they weren't like babies. They were like middle, like getting there. Anyway, they were fighting, and I went and I physically went and like tried to pull them apart, and it was nearly almost like impossible. And I hurt my arm. Doing that. I went like, they were all like this, and I'm like trying to pull them up, and then I got all mad, and I went inside, and I was like banging on the window, and I was like, come on, come out here. Like, what are you guys doing? Like there's stuff going on out here. And I was so upset and mad, but I messed my arm up trying to like break up a kid fight. So I think teachers would understand. I think if a teacher was listening to this, they'd be like, oh yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, that's like just pure, human rage coming out. Like, you can't, like, two, like, kids that are angry at each other and they're fighting. It's like,
They're going at it.
yeah, I don't think that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
I never got that, like, angry as a kid.
No? What'd you do? What would you do when you got angry as a kid?
I, like, didn't.
Okay.
Or, like, I'd probably cry. I think I would cry. It would just go to sadness. Like, I wouldn't really get angry.
Oh.
Or I would just, like, I mean, the only time I'm thinking that I would get angry is, like, at my sister. But it would be, like, we're just, like, teasing each other. And then I get pissed off at her. And then I just, like, push her or something. And then it goes away. But I was not, like, a rageful kid.
You'd push her, but you wouldn't punch her.
No. There was no punch. I would want to. I would go like this.
Oh. Would she get the point? Is that like the message? If she like said something, you were just like,
It was never serious. Like, we would just push each other. I don't know. I would never punch her.
That's funny. You're like, I'm not violent, but I pushed.
Just her though. Like anyone else, I didn't get angry. I would get very like frustrated and like irritable. I was very irritable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I could still be very irritable.
I'm very irritable. I got irritable as I got older.
Yeah.
Like, I'm more irritable now, and I'm like talking to AI because I talk to AI about everything, and I'm just asking it like if that's a thing. I feel like growing into a curmudgeon, like those old grumpy men, and I'm like, I feel that way.
More irritable.
Yeah, the more I
goes
talk
on.
to people, yeah, like even now, like I'll be hanging out with people. Like I went to Thanksgiving last night and like just talking with people and like how they're cool with certain things, but I'm irritated. Like my buddy's hanging out from the thing and like trying to, Angel was like trying to, there's like a loft. So you could like go over, and Angel wanted like this whole thing of like M&Ms. So I got up off the couch, got it, and like handed it to him like this. And then after he did, and then he brought it back down, like And he was like shaking it. I'm like, what are you doing? He's just like, take it. I'm just like, bro, just bring it down. I was like, just instantly got upset. I was like, bro, just bring it down when you're like done. And then like Angel just ran away. And I feel like, I'm like, oh man, like, why am I so snappy? I'm just like a snappy person.
I feel like some days are more like that than others for me.
Yeah.
Do you find that it's like you're more snappy some days? Like on other days you're not as snappy?
I feel like I'm seeing myself getting more like irritable. I don't know if it's the time of year, maybe because in January I get like between January and on, it's like maybe a seasonal depression thing on top of mixed with like incidental annual things that happened that for this year. So maybe I feel like that's what's building up to it. Also, like I'm older, I'm tired more, I don't get good sleep at all, and like as you get older, it's like for me getting older, it's like you can sleep and just never feel rested. That's like something to look forward to. Like at least for me, it's like sleeping, not feeling fully rested, and then like your body starts to ache. You know, your body's breaking down. You're getting older, so that comes with the territory of like getting used to that, and then just being irritated. And the world changes, time changes. Like, you know, for me, like what I was able to say back then and talk, like nowadays, it's kind of like, you know, people like times change, and I want to move with it. I want to like grow with the times and understand that. Like I was going to tell you just now that there was like a joke that a guy made. He said about getting violent, and then you were like, I don't punch her, but I'll push her. And this reminded me of this joke when I was growing up. This comedian was saying, he's like, I'll never hit a woman. He's like, but I'll shake the shit out of a bitch or something like that. And it was so funny because I was just like, oh man, like getting frustrated with a human being and just want to be like, I feel like that with like human beings now still. Very, very upset. Yeah. But that's just my own experience speaking from like my end. I think that's, I like this podcast because I think that people from like, there's people that can relate. People that are older that are like, you know, oh no, I get it. You know, they're like, yeah, you know, and then they can share some of their other stuff. But I definitely feel it's also like a personality thing because I'm so into recovery that like, I guess I fall into this thing where if I do my recovery stuff and I don't feel great, then I feel like that like I'm wrong or that I failed. Like if I wake up in the morning, I read my Bible. I read like a very small passage so I could like chew it up. So I'll read a small thing, a couple of sentences or a paragraph, and then I'll like meditate, pray, and then like, you know, I can go to a meeting throughout the day. I can like make phone calls. I could be like so conscious of like reaching out to people and just like still if like someone cuts me off in traffic, I'm like, boom, like, you know, like what the, like, hey, yo, or like go, or like, you know, be in line. But I'm learning more stuff about myself every day. I think I have like social anxiety. That's a big thing. Like, so that's why I'm like very irritable in anxiety in social settings. So come up to me and say hi, people, if you see me.
Yeah, I noticed that recently too. Like I feel like I can start out my day and I like meditate in the morning and I pray. And if I like most of my day I spend at home right now because I'm working from home. And so whenever I leave, it's like I'm going, when I leave, it's like usually nighttime. And then it's like, that's when the irritation starts to come up is when I'm driving. Like I'll want to like drive really fast or like, I just get pissed off, you know? And I get discouraged sometimes because it's like, I guess I think I'm on this like trajectory with where I'm going. Like I'm so like peaceful and like I'm so centered and grounded. And then when I'm introduced to people, it's like shakes everything up, you know? So I've found that I've been spending a lot more time alone, trying to I guess just center myself in like who I am and what I'm feeling. And like, I mean, you said like social anxiety too. Like I identify a lot with that. And it's like just trying to figure out who I am when I'm alone and who I am when I'm with people. And it feels like two different people. Feels like I have all these different masks that I put on, and like they come out with people, you know, and even right now, like it's hard. It's hard to like just be grounded in self while being witnessed by another, you know, like
You are another.
the many others.
The many others that are watching. Though.
Yeah. It's weird. Like there's so many. It's weird. It's very weird. And I sense it in my body too. It's like such a interesting
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, no, for sure. Do you feel like that are these masks? Are they masks? Do you feel like it's all you? Do you feel like very like I did this podcast for many reasons. I want, you know, I can name all the reasons, but one of the reasons was that I wanted to be more honest with myself and recording myself and like trying to be my most authentic self. Like I love watching podcasts where these guys just say whatever they want, even if they're wrong. They'll just be like, you know, oh yeah, like, you know, this president's an idiot and blah blah blah. And he's like, well, you know, I just like that he's just being him. Like he's just being him. He doesn't care about what anyone says and being recorded and having everybody like hit him up in the comment section. Like I strive to be that. Like that's one of the reasons I'm on this podcast. So I'm trying to like be as honest like that and just be like who I am. So I don't know. I said it maybe the other podcast. I was like, I think with Chris was on the podcast, and that day someone had said that like that I was being creepy or something like that, and I had called myself out on it, and I was like, yeah, I was being like creepy or whatever. Like I feel like they were justified by what they were saying, and like owning that and saying that. And I told Chris on that podcast that like I was like that was me, that is me, that like, you know, I could say that it's not me, but I was like that's totally me, and like that's okay with me today, where I can say like I know like living where I live, you know, and then having like, you know, spiritual friends and stuff like that, like the pastor and everybody, that like I can see myself trying to mitigate or have like a social John, where it's like this is John in a meeting versus this is John after a meeting. And then that follows with everything, right? John on the podcast versus when this is off, when it's like a little more loose, right? Or this is John, whatever, with strangers and things like that, you know? So, and I was online and like Dollar Tree and like, you know, being in social, and like somebody that was from the rooms had seen me, you know? And I was like, they were like behind me or whatever. And like, I could have been rude to them at that moment. So I always keep that in mind. That's like, you know, who I am. Like, you know, be who you are 100%, trying to at least, you know. And like I think you brought up something about like you didn't say it, but like I'm thinking now about like who am I? But whoever I am, I think like I am. So tell me about your masks, or how do you feel about that? What do you think?
Well, I definitely relate with like just having all these different ones wherever I go, you know, like whether I'm in a meeting or like I'm at the grocery store, I'm with my family, or I'm with friends, or I'm with friends that aren't in recovery. Like it's all so different. Yeah. And, you know, I have been wanting to integrate them all more, but I've been meditating a lot recently, and I'm coming to like, I had this moment of like realization that I see that I'm trying so hard to integrate them, or I have this like perception in my mind of what it would look like for them all to be integrated, or how I'm going to integrate them, how they're all going to come together, and like how I should pray for them to all come together. And then I had this moment of like, what if I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing? And like, actually the way of like having them integrate is me just letting go, like having more removed from me, as opposed to having more come together. Like just like letting go of every way I'm conceiving that this is even happening for me. Like, what am I even experiencing? Like, maybe I can see it in a totally different way. I don't really know how to put it into words so much, but
no, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I guess I'm just wanting like more of a shedding, you know?
Yeah.
As opposed to God, how do I do this? Like, tell me what to do? Like, because that's what I find myself doing. Is like, God, show me like, how do I make this happen the way that I want to make it happen? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's shedding. I think that is more of the recovery for me, at least today now, is that when I would change a diet, not go on a diet, when I change a diet, it wasn't so much about what I consumed, it was more about what I took out. It wasn't more about consuming more good fats like avocados and lean proteins like turkey burgers. It was more efficient for me to cut out the processed sugars and cut out those things. So like I equate that to like my life now. It's like therapy and like, you know, meditation, all that stuff. It's helping me to like remove or get to the bottom of like, it's not so much of like, I need 20 hours of meditation. I need to remove what is irritating me. What is that thorn on my side, or what is this trigger? Like, you know, why am I getting triggered? Why am I getting upset? And I get upset all the time, every day. Every day something would trigger me. Every day, all the time. I could like go through mine. Just Thanksgiving happened yesterday. I kind of stopped reaching out to my sister because like I was like, I'm the only one reaching out. I was like, I want to give her an opportunity to reach out. So I left it alone, and she never called me or anything like that. She's not mad at me. She's not anything. She's just busy with her life. So they used to invite me every year, and she's just busy because I saw pictures. She had her family. She just always wanted her family. So that bothers me. But why does it bother me? I'm sure people listening who they're probably like, that would bother anybody. It's like, yeah, but why does it bother me? You know what I mean? Like, so I have a lot of stuff that I came up with that I won't share now, but I'm going to work through that. But I feel like what you said was what I'm trying to reach in. I do add, like I said, if I reading my Bible is an adage, you know, going to different 12-step fellowships is an adage. Like I'm growing through all these different things. Those are adages, but it's weird because the adages are also telling me like what I'm removing. Like, what is this that makes me irritable, or, you know, why am I? That's why I'm a big inventory guy. I think the inventory tells me who I am. Or, yeah. It tells me who I am because if I'm being triggered, like, that's who I am when I'm triggered, you know? I had another dude, Chris, come on the show, and he was saying when he used to like to take people on a date, and he said, I'd like to take him to the most kind of like intense type of thing that would like bring out like a really hard situation, like a hardcore show or something. Put him in a situation that causes a lot of pressure and stress to see how they are under that, to see like the person that, how do they handle stress by going to this like thing. And I was just like, you know, that kind of brings up a good point, because John, now talking to you on the podcast is going to be totally different than if I'm out there and being stressed about something's like really pushing me, and like then I'm triggered by that, and I am how I talk is like the result of my triggerness. So it is John is still getting mad. Like I do get mad if I yell at somebody, you know. I used to be like, oh, sorry, that's not me, and it's like nowadays I could say, no, that's totally me, and you know, I have to apologize for that. I just, you know, I was upset. And then, you know, it goes deeper than that. But
yeah, it's so weird to think about that, because I noticed that I like ignore those parts of me, or like I see that I shame them, you know, so that it's like, well, maybe if I shame that enough, it won't keep happening. Like I noticed for myself that the way that I can try to gain control over situations or circumstances or people is like something that I'm very ashamed of. And it's like when it comes up, it's like it's so overpowering and so overwhelming that like I just want to hide. Like I don't want anyone to see me like that. There's so much shame about it. But having acceptance too, and I've found that I've had more acceptance around that, like I guess it's like a shadow part, you know, or like that like darker part. There's been more acceptance around it because I surround myself with people who accept those parts of me, which is like crazy because it's like I'm specifically thinking of two people who like recently I've like shown them that part of me, and they were like, they welcomed me with love, and like they just were here for it. And it was just like shocking to me. I'm like, you guys like care about me and love me? Like, so I'm wanting that more too. Like, and the way that you identify with those parts, like that's you too. Like that's you. Like that's me. Like that's part of me. And I want to embrace that more.
Yeah. And I like that because like you said, like, no matter how many times I get up to speak in front of people or even be on this podcast, because like knowing that it's recorded, knowing that like everything is on film and every single thing that I say is now on here, and it's like that brings up some anxiety in me, but it also comes to an acceptance that is me. And then like I get to come to a realization, and if I want like an acceptance of that, like that's me and you talking here, like that's me. Like, yeah, whatever it is, I break everything down. I could break myself down, but I could also just accept it for like what it is. And I think that's the beautiful part. What do you think? What do you think about like what are things that you do to accept yourself nowadays? Like, would you say any like tips or tricks or anything that you're learning about like more accepting Christine?
Well, I guess just like noticing, like I've been asking myself like, what do I need right now? And like I found a lot of times like
It's McDonald's.
I'm holding it's McDonald's.
And Taco
No,
Bell.
actually, that's usually what do I usually get? No, I sometimes get chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Yeah,
Chicken
for sure.
nuggies. That's what you need if you're having this existential crisis. If something big and horrible is happening in your life, you need chicken nuggies.
Chicken nuggies, McNuggies,
McNuggies. I'm love.
or Taco Bell.
Or Taco Bell. What were you saying?
No, I've been using. So Chris actually got me this. I think I lost it, and then I got like more, and then I found it. So this is the OG Lil Ouchie.
Ouchie.
And it's something that I use now, like when I come do something that is like extremely distressing, like coming on a podcast or talking to people in public or talking on the phone or doing anything outside of my house.
Anything
I usually
that
have
causes
this.
movement.
Literally anything that causes that involves any kind of communication with anyone.
I feel that on a deep level.
I bring this on, or I take it with me because I used to be so ashamed. So like, okay, when I was a kid, when I would get really excited about something, I would do this thing where I would like flap my hands like this. I would get really excited.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So we all do that, I feel.
I don't know if everyone does that.
I've seen that on Family Guy too, when like he was like, and I was like, yeah, that's like something.
It's like a thing. Yeah,
I wonder
it's
if
like,
everybody does it, because I feel like everybody can relate to that. But go ahead. I feel like kids do that.
want to hear about the people that can relate, because I've always felt like it was just so weird. Like I was just such a weirdo when I was a kid,
Yeah.
And like that poor little girl, she's just like so excited.
Aww.
But so
Little
that was
Christine.
something that like used to help me. Like that was something that as a child, I knew instinctively to comfort myself and to like feel more myself and feel more my body and just like safe. That's something that I would do. I wouldn't question it. I would just do it. I would just get excited and do it. And, over time, it's been like, there's all these things that like naturally my body needs to do to feel okay. And I've just suppressed it. Like, no, you are not allowed to do that.
No.
Like this thing, I would never hold something, like it's so bad. I even felt embarrassed bringing this on to like hold it during the podcast, But I guess just like having, more acceptance of like the things that like I, Christine, need. And like other people may not understand it.
Yes.
Like some people might not understand it. They might not like it. And that's a big part of it too, is like I will often, or have often, like not let myself be comfortable because of fear of being rejected by someone else or shamed, or like then I'm going to get in trouble for doing something that is necessary for me. So that's been like a battle too, of like talking myself through it. Like, I'm allowed to do this. Like I'm allowed to be here. I'm equal. Like affirmations. I forgot what the question was that you asked me initially.
No, it was about like tips and tricks about like what do you do to accept yourself more?
Yeah.
Like words of affirmation, talking to yourself.
Yes. And like just honoring the things that I need and like pushing myself to use them even if they feel like really uncomfortable at first. So like sometimes I'll walk around like public spaces with sunglasses on too, because that's something that helps me. Like if I'm feeling really overstimulated, I'll put sunglasses on, or I have my glasses off right now because it's like blurry and just easier to. Well, actually, it kind of fucks me up. I mean, messes me up a little bit too without them. But anyway, like just acknowledging the things that I need and like giving myself the grace to do what I have to do.
I like
you
that.
know?
So those are like 3 tips.
Yeah.
So you do like
the long form.
words of affirmation, talking to myself, and giving myself grace.
Yeah. And like letting myself do what I need to do, identifying my needs, you know?
Walking with yourself.
Yeah.
Like being your best cheerleader, your best advocate when like but like against yourself, because you're like breaking yourself down. Like I shouldn't be doing this. It's wrong of me to do that. That was like weird what I did as a kid. And it's like, no, you were like, no, that was so sweet. That was so nice. I have a picture after this. You may have seen it already. There's a picture of me. There's like a 5-year-old me. And that's like, I look so sad and exhausted. If you look at it again, I look sad and exhausted, but I wanted that picture up there so I can reparent that John, because my parents used to have, there was domestic violence in a house at that age. Like there's things that I was hearing and seeing, and my dad was a drunk, and like there was stuff that I don't remember. My older sister remembers, but I don't remember. But like that John remembers, and it brought it up to this John. So I keep that picture of this exhausted looking, like he's 5 years old in that picture. So I want to tell him that it's okay. Like whatever you're thinking and feeling, and people out there, like whatever you're thinking and feeling is okay to feel. And like, even if the whole world says that it's not okay to feel that way or do that thing, it's kind of like, go with it the best way. I think we know when it's wrong for ourselves, right? That gut, that inside of us. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And we ask for help of like, hey, this is wrong and I'm still doing it and I need help with it. That's different than when it's like, it's right for you. That's right for you. Bringing that on the show is right for you. Taking your glasses off is right for you for this moment. That's different versus it's like, man, like I said this to this person and I just feel like it wasn't, the right thing, or I did this thing, or I'm thinking about doing this thing, and it's like, it's just not right. So I think recognizing that could be also like a step. A step or a tip of like people recognizing it when it's like, how do I know the difference? And I think deep down inside, I think we all know the difference. There's really, if you're feeling like I don't know, I think it's leaning towards right, because I think like I know when it's wrong. I personally feel like there's always like, I don't know if it's right. That's usually the part of me that's like, no, that's honor yourself. Like go in that. But like I know when that little wrong thing, like I never felt right sniffing cocaine, or like I never felt right. Like those are obvious, but we're talking about like, I don't feel right yelling at my friend who just needed help, like those little things is like a little small thing,
Yeah, I feel like it's very like subtle. It can be very subtle and hard to identify what is really there. Like I just feel, like it's just like it's so like you just don't know. I don't know what's happening here,
but it's happening. This is subtlety. Whenever you think about subtlety,
it's like which
the nuance.
What am I feeling? Yeah, the nuance. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah,
she's not rolling a joint either. She's not like
I'm just like I don't know what's going on. But it makes me think of that book that we read. Where it says we have to learn. I have to learn when I have to just identify like when I need to use the bathroom, when I'm hungry, when I'm tired, like being able to identify like the basic necessities of just being a human being first. Like that could be something that's very hard for people when they're first getting sober, just in recovery, like not being able to identify those basic things. And like, those are just like the stepping points to everything else. Like how could you possibly know what is good for you or what you need or want if you can't identify, oh, it's like 2:00 and I'm like, I think I'm tired, like, not really being able to figure it out, So that was big. I don't know if I can reference that book, but it's a book and it's great.
Oh yeah, no, that's just a book. You could reference a book.
Okay, it's called Escape from Intimacy, and it's great. And it's by Anne Wilson Schaaf.
Ooh, you know her full name.
Yeah.
I know it's Anne. I call it, just say Anne wrote this book.
And she's amazing.
You guys got to check it out. I think
Yeah,
it's awesome.
really
But
great.
identifying is like, I feel like that's the first step of many 12-step programs, identifying. But also,
Yeah.
you're talking about it as the solution. My solution is I identify that I'm hungry, that I'm lonely, that I'm tired, that I'm uncomfortable, I have anxiety, that I'm irritable, that's recovery. Like I said, now it's feeling irritable. I'm like, oh, it's getting darker. Like seasonal depression's coming in. January, both of my parents passed away. Holidays get a little rough for me. So all those things I identify, and then now when I go out feeling a little irritable, it's okay because like I carry that irritability, and then like I also have like my higher power, I call him God, and I ask God, help me with that and reveal to me not just your will, but reveal to me how I'm holding on to these things, these like negative ways of how I just control. I want to control it. And it's like, I never had control over anything much. Turning away is actually the more freeing thing. I have to turn away from my own natural desires. Yeah, I have to suffer I'm a Christian. So as a Christian, I just read past 2 days, it's talking about suffering as a Christian. So it says, if you suffer for God, you're good. Meaning I have to turn away from like my flesh. Like, there's a lot of Christian apologists that talk about like men, for example, like men's natural biological and any even atheists and agnostics or anybody can agree. The natural thing of a man is like needing to sleep with many women because we got to spread the seed, right? So to be with one person, that is like going against my own natural things as well, So like that's like an example I can make of like going against also like wanting to hate. I want to be mad at my sister, but again, the Bible said the Bible says I have to have patience, tolerance, and Jesus said 70 times 70. How many times I have to forgive somebody? 70 times 70. So I got to keep forgiving. So the people, my buddy yesterday, he's not talking to me for some reason, and my other friends were saying, yeah, we don't know what's up with him, and like he might be coming, and I saw him somewhere out yesterday, and he walks past me where I'm sitting here, and then he just walks past me and he starts talking to the person right there, says hi to them and everything. So I left it alone. I'm not going to force myself. I don't want to break their boundaries. They obviously don't want to talk to me. If you block me or like you don't talk to me or respond to my texts, I don't also want to like break your boundary. You've spoken to me already by not speaking to me, so I don't know what the problem is. So, but again, how many times do I have to forgive him? Like forever.
Like just keep going.
Forever. Like there's no limit.
Yeah.
That's what 70 times 70 means. That it's not an actual number. It was hyperbole.
Mm-hmm.
He was just making like a kind of like not a joke, but he was just saying, dude, like 70 times 70, like, because it's not realistic. He's saying always. You must always forgive. And it's like, dude.
Yeah. It makes me think. I remember reading that part in the Bible. I used to read the Bible a lot, but it makes me think about how like in recovery, like it's like something that is told to me a lot is to just keep praying for the people that I'm like resentful at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like, and that's what I've been doing recently a lot, actually. Like I've been praying for people that I'm like, I don't want to be praying for this person. Like, and then not that they even did anything necessarily wrong, but in my mind, I need to forgive them because I'm angry. Like I need to, and I need to, I just need to forgive. Like, so I feel like praying for people is like a form of forgiveness in a way, even if they didn't necessarily do anything wrong. It's like, I still have my feelings about it. And that's what's hard too. I feel like I want so badly, like there's so many, I think you've said this before too, like how in the Bible, the phrase that's like repeated the most in the Bible is like, do not fear. And it's like, I so badly want to not fear. I so badly want that. Like, okay, God, thank you. How do I do that? But then, I'm reminded when you were just saying, just about like how you go into your day and you're having like, you're irritable and you just ask God to help you, like show you what to do with it. Like I got that reminder the other day too, that like, I can just ask God, like and like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
But
so
it's
simple.
like I wish that I mean, because there's not just like an instant answer, you know. There's not like an instant like, okay, like it's removed. Like sometimes it's not. Sometimes I'm just like, what do I do with this? And like I am fearful and I have all these things, and I'm told that I shouldn't, but I have them. So like I need help. Like I can't do anything about it, you know?
You and me both.
Yeah.
I love how you kept this so simple. You're like, I could just ask him. That's one of my things. I'm like, I heard it. I think this Jewish man, he said, I forgot the story. He was pulled over to the side of the road, and it was like this whole thing about God. And then like, I think it was Jesus. He was like, and then like the thought came to him while he's pulled over on the side of the road, saying, have you ever just asked Jesus if he's real? Have you ever just like talked to him? It's just so simple, and it's just like, I could just ask him.
Yeah, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'm like, are you listening to me?
Are you
Like,
here?
are you actually?
Are
The other
you
day, I was in my car and I pulled up to my house and I was having like an emotional moment, and I'm just like, okay, I'm like, I just want to know what's going on here because, like,
Just give me some
I
answers.
feel like if there are other people in this world or enlightened people, like there are many, there have been many enlightened people. I believe I've read this book recently about it's called Divine Romance, and it's by Paramahansa Yogananda, I think his name.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Good at memorizing authors' names.
Do you know him? Do you know that book?
No.
Okay, it's a really good book.
Memory.
I don't even know if it's right. I don't know if that's his name. I think it is. I think it's Paramahansa Yogananda. But damn, I totally forgot what I was going to say. What was I just saying before that?
Oh, you were talking about reading the whole. No.
Damn.
We were just
What was
talking-
I going to say about him?
You were gonna say something really good. We were talking about forgiving. We were talking about. See now I'm drawing a blank.
Dang it. What the heck?
It's all good.
That guy. Okay, but that book is amazing.
I like that. We just ended at that. That the book was amazing.
It's so good. Like, oh, I'm thinking, okay, so that man he was enlightened. Like, he was an enlightened dude.
An enlightened man.
Yeah, and he was like, he wrote this book in the 20s, and he, like, I'm thinking, like, okay, he's talking about, he's talking about Jesus. Maybe, I don't know what I don't know what enlightenment really means. I don't know what the stages are or whatever it is. But I'm thinking, like, okay, Jesus was an enlightened man. Like, the Buddha was enlightened, and, like, all these different people were enlightened in time, or at least had some kind of access. Like, this guy, like, Yogananda, he's, like, straight talking to God, and he's, like, telling you about it in the book.
Yeah.
And, like,
The Bhagavad Gita is the same.
yeah, like they're having conversations with God. Why is it that I believe, like there's some kind of belief in me that thinks that I'm not capable of doing that? Why? Why do I believe that I'm not capable of having a conversation with God? What makes me any less than these other people? And it's just like they've disciplined themselves, and they've prayed and they've meditated and they've dedicated time to devoting themselves to their practice.
Yes.
And it's not that they're any better. I mean, that's what I think, like, I don't know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm like, how do I have that type of awakening? Like, I want to be more and more awakened to what the truth is of reality. And it's like, well, what the fuck, God? Like, I want to know now. Like, tell me now. Like,
And maybe you are awakened it, and like sometimes, at least for humans, biblically, like we've just never been satisfied. We were given paradise, we were given eternal life, we didn't have to, the food just came up and the animals just talked to us, and we still wanted more. The snake still said, hey, if you eat this apple, you're gonna know what God knows. And it's like, really? And it's like, you have everything. Do you really need to know? Like, do you really need more? Like, and it's like, no, it says humans, this, we want more. And sometimes like what we have now is all we can like eat. Like, this moment is like, this is the enlightenment. This is the enlightenment moment. There's no like, I'll know more. No, there's no, tomorrow has its own enlightenment, and this moment has its current enlightenment. So that's kind of like how I'm taking it. But But I'm in the same boat as you. If I'm a human, I'm just like you. I'm insatiable. I still want to like be more recovered. I want to be more John, more open. But the thing is that I can try to bring it back and be like, no, I am John now, and there's no more John. There is only John. You know what I mean? But I do want to. We got to wrap it up. But I did want to segue back real quick about the fear part. I think for me, like what came up to me, and I don't know the answers to life, and I don't know. I'm not a theologian, but whenever they say do not fear, do not fear, do not fear, I feel like that's telling me when I fear, to like stop it. Like when I'm in that moment of fear, it's kind of like, oh, I'm recognizing I have fear. How can I change that? Like fear and faith. So I'm like, like my bank account got hacked, or like someone just took all my money, or like, you know, oh no, now I made this whole dinner and everyone canceled and not coming, and now it makes me sad or upset. Whatever the fear or feeling, I could just be like, all right, I just recognized I'm feeling it. Now it's the Bible specifically guided me and said, do not do that. So it's like, all right, I could like maybe stop in that moment and be like, you know what? It's cool. Everything will be taken care of. Like I'm going to eat. I'm going to sleep tonight. Like I'm not going to be homeless. And if I am homeless, I'm sure, you know, Christine will let me sleep on her couch or something, right?
I got a nice couch. Yeah, you could sleep.
Oh, snap. Well, thank you so much for coming. Can I bring you back on the show? I told you we're trying to record 100 episodes.
Yes.
Can you fill up like 50 of them?
I would love to do at least like one more. I don't know if I could talk that much on 50 episodes.
No.
Oh, no, I could keep talking. This was fun.
This is
I
fun.
had fun.
I had a lot of stuff I want to talk about because I said like I had this incident with this person and I wanted to pick your brain on it. But anyway, we'll bring you back. We do have these affirmations that we do. Sometimes I'll say like, don't do drugs, or like someone will say, just breathe. So do you have any affirmations for our listeners out there? You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
It's just a very simple. Be you.
I was going to say VU. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
I was going to say that.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I take that back.
No,
But-
you say it. That's amazing. I'm grateful for that synchronicity.
That's so awesome. How about you? I'm grateful. Is that your affirmation?
You're enough.
Whoa. Man, that's kind of better than what I just
No, they're all amazing. We're all enough.
amazing.
We're enough. And that's it.
That's it. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. I hope it wasn't as jarring as like you would have thought it was.
No, it was fun. Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. We love you very much. And until the next episode, peace.
Bye.
So what's your podcast about?
Okay, this is making me feel really uncomfortable. Not like it. Is my mic on? Okay. Well then, let's go.
Hey, everyone, look here. Quiet coyote. Quiet coyote.